Alright. Hey everybody. It's Friday, Slay the Spire time, and today we're looking at a little bit of a Street Fighter, the movie, the game sort of situation where we have a mod of, well, we have a mod of the board game. And so for those not aware, Slay the Spire had a very cool board game that came out last year. Last year, I think it was in development the year before. Like, it had tabletop sim stuff going on, but it had a Kickstarter of sorts, and it's a pretty dang fun board game. You might ask yourself, if I just have Slay the Spire and I can play it on my computer or my devices, why would I want board game? And one of the strengths of the board game is the multiplayer aspect, being able to hang out with friends and play Slay the Spire. It goes fairly cleanly because Slay the Spire energy and card mechanics, like, move into physical space in a pretty good way. There are some cards that are changed in effect because they don't work directly on, like, card territory. One I can think of just immediately with how the multiplayer works is that we don't have Divinity die next turn, because that's just like one player being able to, like, auto lose the table sort of thing. But it does use dice mechanics for choosing intents as well as triggering relics. You can also see it's a small numbers game. Slay the Spire already is pretty small numbers. Slay the Spire, you know, you have a strike that does 6 damage, you have a defend that blocks 5. Numbers in the board game are ones. You have a shiv does 1 damage. You are on Paper Mario small numbers, like, rather than like a Dragon Quest number, you know? Yeah, tiniest numbers. So, like, we're gonna have 9 HP. As we go through this, I'll be talking about, like, differences between this and the board game. I've played a few times. It's a video game adapted back into the board game, of the board game adapted back into the video game, which is adapted from the board game. I want a quick check, actually. That's not the, I didn't want to hit that. Yeah, video game adaptation of the board game, adaptation of the video game. Easy. Oh, as the claw pack. We're not gonna be playing, I'm gonna just be playing Ironclad, I think, here. So, we'll leave that off. The board game goes to Ascension 13. You unlock Ascension as you... The unlock process on the board game is also pretty fun. That works out pretty well. Ascension 13... so, one of the differences with Slay the Spire video game and Slay the Spire board game, if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense immediately. In the board game, physically, you have a limited number of every card. You only have, like, 2 of each common. 1 of each uncommon and 1 of each rare. Whereas, like, in the... You know, I can draft 12 copies of Shrug It Off. So, there's only 2x of a card. But they did include a special pack for Claw. There are claws in the base deck. There are just 2 claws that are different than... They look at, like, 0 cost. Yeah, there are normal claws in there. It's not there's 0. It's that there's a separate claw pack that makes claws that work like claws. Otherwise, your claws are like 0 cost synergy cards. And so this tells you how many claws are legal in your pack. The existence of this tells me that we might actually be following the 2x of every card rule. And how rares are generated. Let's jump on in, though. So, we have a bunch of different starting relics. To note here, we have our Ironclad starting relic, heal 1 HP. We have our starting relic for the Silent, but there's also a holding relic for how shivs work. You can hold shivs and use them. You have your starting relic for Defect, and your starting relic for Watcher. You also have the board game is 1 to 4 for one of each class. We also have the loaded dice. This is included as a single player. If you're playing one player, you get this as like a balancing tool. So let's jump on in. All right, so we get to choose our starting character. That's fun. We're gonna go Ironclad for this. Just, yeah. See how it plays. But yeah, one of the differences in multiplayer, as far as like Slay the Spire goes, is that there are a number of cards that give block to a player, and you can cover like, oh, I'm getting attacked for 6 and I don't have anything. And like the Silent could just be like, oh yeah, I've got you with dodge roll, you know, or something like that. So. Okay. Latest updates. The game should no longer class when a pending effect tries to activate after all enemies are dead or untargetable if you continue. Okay. Ooh, okay. Alright. Double your strength. Max strength is 8. Okay. So, a couple things to talk about on cards. For like, we have our strikes, they deal 1 damage. We have our defense, they have 1 block. The upgraded one should be 2 to any player. That's correct. There is a checkbox for experimental 4-player mode in the mod. And then there's Vuln. Vuln works differently than you think. Vuln is the next attack deals double damage, then remove the Vuln token. This lets you play it combo-wise with other players. You'll bash something, and then a player could use like a high-impact attack because any player can play cards in any order. The defense on upgrade give 2 to any player because you can cover other people. The upgraded strikes in the defect go to 0 instead of going to 2 damage. Because they are like the defect has a lot of 0-cost likers and they work better as like a payoff. So one thing with this, the way you end up, like again, because you're playing physical cards, there's only so many of a card that you can find. If this is limited in the same way, we're never seeing limit break again because it showed up here. I'm gonna go ahead and believe in Battle Trance. I like Battle Trance a lot. Different characters upgrading strike and defend differently is really interesting. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna go with Battle Trance because Battle Trance is something that like is very powerful and we don't have like I like the card a lot. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take 2 damage and obtain a random relic. We have 10 life instead of 9. We're Ironclad. We also heal 1 after every fight. Relics are gonna be a lot more like random and lower numbers. There's a dice that gets rolled at the beginning of every turn to deal intense and also turn on relics. So, Incense Burner has us unable on a 6. We gain intangible on the dice. We roll. There's a d6 that rolls every turn. There are cards that adjust it as well. Oh, cool. There are quick start rules in the board game for like if you want to start on Act 2 or Act 3, you just like gain rewards equal to like an average amount of what you would have killed. So that's fun for being able to just get things rolling. Okay. Let's take Burning Elite. We have Hexaghost. We have $5. Is that going to be enough for a shop? Money is everything is much lower. Now we skip to the ending, 20-minute stream. Yeah, if we get, like, killed early because of, it is liable to get us killed because things are a lot more aggressive in this game. Like, when you have 4 players, it's a lot easier for other players to cover people when you don't have defense. How are the key pieces handled? Exact same, like, effectively. You have to skip a bonfire, you have to fight a big elite, and you have to skip a chest. Which is effectively the same as how you get them normal. I'm gonna skip the shop early. We'll see. You always start with a low fight. What are you doing attacking on turn 1? So, this Vuln is the next attack deals double damage, and it doesn't fall off. Alright, so now they're on 2. So we're gonna go defend, 2 damage, and then we should have lethal with bash plus strike. Enemies don't have the same intents because, like, again, we're on low numbers, so you have to, like, you know, recognize that we're playing with similar but different foes. Alright, we heal 1, we're up to 9 again. We get our 1 gold, and now we can pick between Second Wind, Combust. Oh, so this says Rose? Okay. An important part of how the multiplayer works within Slay the Spire board game, every player has their own encounters. There's, you know, the Silent has a fight, the Defect has a fight, Ironclad has a fight, Watcher has a fight. And you can attack anywhere. You can attack up and down, you can attack whatever. Combust here lets you hit a row for 4 damage. I'm gonna pick this up. That seems quite good. That's like free damage. Upgrade a card in your deck, lose 2 HP, gain a relic, gain a curse. Your block limit is 20, your energy limit is 6 in the board game. Your strength limit is 8. I think poison is 30. You're limited based on, like, certain, like, some of them are a little more arbitrary, and some of them are just like you run out of bits. Yeah, rows are an adjustment to make all targeting attacks not go crazy. That's correct. There are cards that still all target a row. There are very few things that are like, I don't think there's anything that hits everything. It's usually hit a row. I'm gonna take the rummage. Okay. 30 poison sounds like overkill? I mean, 4-player fights have a lot of health. Was that? You lose 2 HP. Okay, I can probably do that and be fine if we just go this way. The courier lets me buy in the middle of combat. Like, look at the top card of either the potion deck or the relic deck, and choose and buy it or discard it. So in combat, we have, like, you know what? We need a potion, go pick it up. I'm sorry, you're coming in for what? Get out of here. Is that a joke? Freaking jawworm. Coming in for 4 every turn? Yeah, alright, buddy. Jawworm's just gonna come in and kick my ass, I guess. Yeah, alright, half my health to this jerk. So we're not seeing, we're seeing the die here. This rolls intense. Most enemies have a 1 and 2, and a 3 and 4, and a 5 and 6, like 3 different intents. Some of them are a little different. Get out of here, God. Half my damn health bar. Power through. Dazes go on top of your deck. So they're like your next draw. You know what? Let's take a power through. Alright. So, the shop is a little different. This is matching the shop in Slay the Spire, in board game. You get 3 of your own cards. You can buy them for 2 for commons, 3 for rares, or for uncommons, 6 for rares. You can see the 3 on these. You have relics. They are not, you have to, again, numbers are different, and some of them aren't as, like, wildly busted. Mummy Hand is a pile of energy on a turn you've played a power, but isn't like because it can't choose a card at random. Puzzle is lost HP this combat, draw 3. Warpaint upgrades a defend and then another skill. I think I'm gonna take... I'm gonna remove the Parasite, and we're gonna buy Flash of Steel. Alright, we're at 4. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright. So this is what that row damage would be really good for. I can trigger a die ability. We're invincible 1. So yeah, we have our... I kind of wish the dice was a little more visible here, but that's okay. Yeah, it's all enemy dependent. I'm... There's a lot for me to cover, so I'm only talking about things as they come up. Snecko Oil just dazes us twice. Ooh, okay. We could build towards the evolve setup where burn slimes and dazes draw us cards. Yeah, in the board game you know what are... Okay. Okay, so the way this event works in the board game, you flip this event up, and every choice can only be taken once. So, one player can take donut, one player can take the box, one player takes the heal, one player takes the remove. Removing a strike is quite good. Healing is, like, also realistic, but, like, we're doing okay. We have a bonfire up ahead. We got a boss, but, like, we have a bonfire and stuff. Let's remove a strike. It's fine. Yeah! Health's not a problem. Easy. So, Blood Vial is a lot more powerful relatively here. Blood Vial in Slay the Spire, the video game is heal 2. Blood Vial in Slay the Spire, the board game is heal 1, but we have 10 HP rather than 70. So... Transform card. I'm just gonna transform a card. We'll transform another strike. You can see some of the cards in here. Did you see the golden ticket? Every once in a while, you'll see the golden ticket. The golden ticket is a card that is in your normal deck of cards that you pick up and get a card from after every fight. A fight will generally give you like $1, a potion, and a card. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But in that deck, you have 2 of your commons, 1 of your uncommons, and then the golden tickets that like get replaced by a rare. And so there's only a couple golden tickets in the deck that are like your random rare. You get rares from beating bosses as well, which makes them a bigger prize there. Blood for blood, that is if I've lost HP for 1 cost. Okay, well. I'm gonna take the heal. The heal lets me feel good about taking this, like not having to heal up here, and we can just upgrade cards. Combust upgrades to 2 damage per row, which is pretty huge. Evolve upgrades to 0 cost. Evolve combos with our power through. We can also upgrade Flash of Steel to not exhaust, making it a better inclusion. Usually defends are actually a lot better of an upgrade in the board game, because upgrading a defend to make it targetable gives it a lot more utility when you're not, you know. I'm gonna go and upgrade Combust. This is our most consistent damage source. It's either this or Evolve. We'll probably do the other on the other side here. Alright, we just get some burns. Oh, help. Oh, help. Oh, boy. So, the sentries don't act on either or. They don't act as, like, sentry, sentry, sentry. They act on the dice. So I can just get attacked for 1 billion here. That's why we have power through, I suppose. Oof. Alright. Get me out of here, Combust. So that puts a daze on top of the deck. So I'm gonna have 2 real draws here. And we rolled a 3, which means we are in, again, we're in the first half here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and, I can kill you. Evolve is pretty huge in this fight. You'll die to the Combust. Do I want a Snecko? What makes this the board game? It's using all of the board game cards and values, and this is literally all of the cards and values and things from the board game. In all ways. We're gonna go ahead and defend. We're gonna draw 3 cards. We didn't draw the burn, so that's perfect. We get to the dazes out of here, and then we're fine. Alright, we're good. So we get dazed on top of the deck. We draw the burn, but we have exactly enough to finish this fight. Okay. Mutagenic strength. This is, Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, this is what we were talking about how there are some slight differences in how you get keys. Specifically, there's the key for skipping a bonfire, there's the key for fighting the big elite, and then there's just a key for all players skip a relic. And this can be done at a boss or a chest. I'm gonna take these because we need, like, I would like some power here. I don't want to. Whenever you exhaust a card, gain a block. Ooh, I like that. Iron Wave also. Also, Iron Wave upgrade is a choice. You get the bolt. You either get 2 damage or 2 block. You don't get both. Body Slam is Body Slam. Feel No Pain. If we end up with like a lot of these tools, that's really good. Iron Wave is just like, you know, fine. Like, days should count here because we're, like, it's still, like, I don't think that mechanically is not going to this pile, especially in this. We only have Flash of Steel. I think I'm gonna pick up the iron. We have Power Through. That's our only generation of that right now. This goes to 0, right? I'm gonna try it. Let's get this going. Okay. Evolve to 0. Power Through to 4. Getting these powers down cheaper, I think, is pretty necessary. When you're playing these, by the way, the backside of the card is the upgrade. So you take it out of the sleeve and just flip it, and it becomes like Evolve Plus or Strike Plus. At the end, you have to, like, flip them back like you're playing like Delver, but it makes it pretty simple to be able to, like, yeah, I just want to upgrade this, flip it. Either of these is fine. Okay. Hexaghost. 36 health Hexaghost. Alright. We got Combust. We got Defend. We got Strike with our extra strength. By the way, extra strength? Here's the thing about strength. +1 on a strike takes strike from 6 damage to 7 in Slay the Spire. +1 on this strike doubles the effectiveness of it, you know? So strength is a much harder thing to come by because it is way stronger. 2x2? Yes, please. I will... Please. Alright. I don't need to block here. We're just gonna Invincible take 1 point. Invincible 1 is a great way to just do this. Anyway, nice try. Anyway, we're getting a bunch of burns. Burns are very, very dangerous because of, you know, their ability to... Oh, I rolled a 6 again. Okay. So, Hexaghost is one of the enemies that's on a track. I mentioned that enemies are, in general, on, like, a dice, where, like, they follow, like, 1 to 3, they do this. 4 to 6, they do this. Some enemies, because of the way their AI works in Slay the Spire, is emulating that, and they're going, like, oh, we want to go, you know, 1 through 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, for, you know, Hexaghost, how Hexaghost works. So, that's what Hexaghost is doing. Yeah, burns do 10% of my health. Did that? How did that grant one? Okay, whenever you draw a status, draw a card. I used sadly I used the Vuln. I was hoping that Blood for Blood could get there on that, but it's okay. We can draw through some heavier stuff. And you know what? We're gonna power through for the next turn, because that Daze is a free block that's going to draw a card because of Evolve. Okay. So we get to go defend and we're gonna take, let's put the bash up. So we gain the block. We're gonna take one, but that's okay. We've got life to spare, and 5 block? Get out of here. Okay, well, crunch. Okay. All right, 3x2. So, okay, one of the things about the... Okay, this isn't being shown off because we're doing single player. A lot of enemies will have, like, a little AoE marker next to their attack. That means this hits all players. So to hit all 4... Like, so this would not deal 6, it would deal 24 across the party, right? So, like, that's where a lot of the danger comes from in big boss fights, is that a lot of bosses are the ones that have big AoE moves. And that way, like, they come at you and they come at you fierce. Alright. Alright, now plus a strength. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. This model looks like it just uses words for that. When we see Cleave, we'll know for sure. Combust specifically does use the wording, like hit a row. I think Omega does the same thing because it's a power, not an attack. $3. All right. Gain a rare, we'll get 5 cards instead of 3. Remove 2 cards. Or Fusion Hammer, which is exactly as you... These are kind of what you think they are, at least this one and the empty cage. We also get our card here. One of you might wonder why is it doing it this way? Is because in the board game you can take your rewards in any order. Feed. Feed gives you a strength if it kills. Barricade is barricade. Fiend Fire. This is, so, the thing that makes this card fine is that strength is ridiculously strong. Again, because this is an attack that does 3 damage, 1 strength is a 33% increase in damage, right? It's a different style of card because it's not max HP, because there aren't, like, max HP gains. Also, yeah, this doesn't have a minion clause. It just wants a kill. We'll take Feed because we want to exhaust things. I'm thinking about taking Empty Cage and just removing, like, Strike Defend. try to get this deck, like, a little bit thinner to try to make it a little more nice. We could take another rare, too. I'm gonna take Empty Cage, remove Strike, remove Defend. Just try to get this deck down to, like, you know. Okay. So we've got... Also, one of the other things... Look how small this board is. There's no treasure chest. Yeah, I'm like, because we're using, again, the board in, okay, so the board in the board game is the same lines, but you have the little tiles that get shuffled onto everything else. So some of these, like, things, like this fight is always here, this, you know, like things like that, like this fight's here, this is here, but like this might be a random tile, this is a random tile. So there's always like 4 elites on the board, but sometimes it's like here, 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 and here, like, because they get shuffled a little bit. We got $7. I don't really care too much about a shop because I have courier. I'm thinking like taking the double elite like this. That seems fine. Obviously, we start with... Oh, God. I need Combust right now. Okay, we can kill this bird... And we'll have 2 block. That's fine. Oh, but flight is not. Oh, that's way worse. We really needed that combust. We're taking 3 just flat here, and there's no way around it. Because I just didn't draw any block. No, we're taking... Strike and Feed won't do it because flight is not what you think it is. No, flight never goes away. That's why we need Combust really badly in this fight. Okay. So we have Combust. We have Flash of Steel to kill you. We can power through to have enough to block. And I can start bonking you. Combust is not attack damage, so it is not reduced. So one of the things that works... So, again, multiplayer makes this make a lot more sense why these numbers are like, wow, I'm being attacked for 5. That's half my life total. Because, like, you can focus down enemy... Like, 4 players means you can focus down enemies that are, like, problems, right? Like, oh, this is a capital P problem. We need to kill that so that you don't die. Or, like, the attack being reduced here means that, like, multi-hit things from other classes, shivs are a lot more better. Things like that. We have this turn because of Combust. Thank goodness, Combust. Love you, Combust. You're saving my life. Clash, play only if... Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Whenever you draw one of the... Okay, so now we just need some more pieces of the plan, as it were. What mod is this from? Oh, this has the leave, take 2 damage, take 1 damage thing. Yo, I still have wide potions on. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, we're buying 2 potions here. This is worth the money. Weak is different. Weak is, so we talked about Vuln being like double damage next attack, then remove the Vuln. Weak is -1 on the next attack, and then remove the weak. I talked about how a lot of enemies have big AoE attacks. Weak is one of the better ways of like knocking those out, right? Let's make Evolve 0. Alright, we want to get some more exhausting cards in here. 15 and 12. Health values go up a sizable amount as time goes. Alright, that's plus strength. So, no attacks this turn, of course. That's fine. Let's go... Flash of Steel. Battle Trance. We can set everything up here. Feel No Pain, Evolve, Combust. We play Power Through, and I'm going to play the Feed to bonk for damage. The fact that we're healing 2 every fight means that like the ability for us to take this damage is fine, because we're healing a pretty good chunk every fight. Thank goodness. Okay, we're on a 5 on the die. Okay, you're dead right now. Okay. Doing that because drawing the days next turn is multiple damage plus extra draw. Our setup is nice. We just need a couple more, like, generators for dazes or exhausting cards. Okay, that went fine. 1 gold and Seeing Red? Am I fine with 1 copy of Seeing Red in the deck? I don't know. I think a copy of Seeing Red. I don't think we're going to see another copy because this should be the 2 copies and this will be shuffled to the bottom of the stack of prize cards. We saw 1 Twin Strike already. I think both Twin Strikes are gone as well if that's how we're doing. I'll take a Seeing Red again. Alright, who do we got? Okay. We want to feed on a goblin. Thank goodness. So we're going to go ahead and feed. Get you out of here. Strike, get you out of here. Play Evolve. Get the gremlins. Sorry, I say goblins. They are gremlins. In this mod, is the Oops All Power build more powerful than base game? So, the thing is... Again, talking about card values in the cards that you physically have. Commons... are 2x existent in the pile, right? Like, imagine the pile of all cards in Ironclad. There's 2 Seeing Red in every pile. There's only 1 copy of Uncommons, so we can't double up on Feel No Pain or Evolve or Combust. So it's harder for some of the, like, some of the plans are powerful, but we can't ever double up on Feel No Pain without, like, weird happenstance. It also means that if you're building you usually do go through most of your card rewards by the end. But yeah, the whole thing is that, like, it's a very different Oh god, strength up, armor up, okay. 6! Alright, well, 6, huh? I got your 6 right here. Defend, defend, defend. Tromp. Alright, fire breathing up. Blood for blood active. Draw. We'll just put up a power through. Alright. So I don't have to do much here because, like, our powers are going to deal with the little buddies pretty effectively. Also, our deck is now only, like, 10 cards. A lot of our powers and stuff have been played. So we're now finally active. And the deck being active, we're actually pretty strong. Deck's working out well. Coming in for 7? No, you ain't. Get out of here. When you rest plus 3 HP, I think we can finally take our key. So, I with this much healing, I don't need. I think we're gonna need the pillow for healing as well. That is a lot of healing, but like, Dark Embrace. When a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. Oh, we fought a boss. Elites in Act 2 and later just give you flat upgraded cards. True Grit. Dark Embrace. I think we have to pick the Dark Embrace because this is the Dark Embrace, you know? Ah, Headbutt as uncommon too. Things are shifted, by the way, as well. God, you know, one of the things I should do is just try to set up a board game stream. Even if it's just like me doing the single player would be an interesting bit, but it'd be fun if I could also get folks for like a full thing. That's something I'm gonna keep on the mental docket. Give a random relic, add a rare. Random relic. Tabletop sim, yeah. I mean, like, I'm tabletop sim, sure, but I'm literally thinking of the physical copy I have in the other room. Like, try to put up like a good webcam bit and be like, ah, here's the. I'm gonna give a potion. But tabletop sim is also a thing we could do. Consider bringing it to Magfest? I'll also think about that because, the thing there is just, like, space in my... why didn't Empty Cage drop off here? I think it's because this is the exact text of the relic. But, like, I don't think this, like... It might just not do that in here. I know you can lose relics in... Alright, what's the random relic? If I hit... The worst relic to lose would be like... I'd love to be fine losing empty... Honestly, I don't want to lose too many of these. I have a potion. You can have the fear potion. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. When you exhaust a card, deal 1 damage to any row. Okay. Cool, we just need more days generators and then we're good forever. Gain 2 gold or gain 7 gold and obtain a curse. So, fire breathing is fine with a curse. If this is an exhaustible curse, if this would be fine. If this is a... There are some gnarly-ass curses it could be. Hmm. We don't have a shop until after. We're gonna take the elite. Oh boy. Alright, we need to be active. Oh, sweet, invincible. Let's see if I can kill back here. Not quite. I'm not going to put a daze on top because I want to draw more bits right now. We do have a courier. The courier can't remove, it can only buy. Okay, there's our invincible trigger. So we get to knock you out with... And then we full block? And then we full block. Okay. Oh, this is Taskmaster's gaining power. The deck is currently Evolve, Defend, Bash. Oh boy, this is every enabler in the hand. I don't like that. Combust. So this will draw... And then, like, put up... Defend and... I don't think there's anything left that truly exhausts at the moment. We'll put up the fire breathing. Ooh, weakened. It works the same for us. Next attack is -1. Oh, thank goodness. So, all right. God. All right. Only taking one. I should be fine for here. It's like... we had a lethal. Oh, we have lethal anyway. Ooh, I like duality. This is a nice one. 2 armor on a 2, 2 damage on a 4. Metalis. Pommel Strike upgraded is also a nice looking card. Exhaust all non-attack, gain 2 exhausted. Metallicize is literally just a free block every turn forever. Pommel Strike gets us through a deck in a more quicker fashion, especially with some of these like powers we really need to get down. free block every turn, though. 2 cards. Alright. Let's get Battle Trance upgraded so we're able to see cards faster. Ah, seems good. Alright, we're gonna try and be able to get to our deck quicker. Alright, so 1 orb. We'll work on you. Evolve is active. How does wild card work if you choose to use duality on it? You choose an ability on it. So, like, if we get a 6, I think we're going to be able to choose either or on it from... Because it's a relic ability. Let's just get this going. We can go, like, 2 plus bash plus... That's almost enough? Get this stupid-ass orb out of here? I don't want to see you. Alright, Dark Embrace plus Fire Breathing plus Power Through. Yeah, this is gonna be like strength gain, blah, and then it's gonna go huge. I can trigger a die ability. We're gonna go choose this one, and then we can choose to do the 2 damage. Feel no pain. Berserk, and you. Alright, 2 strength, and then it's gonna go in for the hyper beam. Let's... We should probably draw the deck here, shouldn't we? Power Through, another defend. Hyper beam. Jorp. Again, a lot of these are AoE. You have to keep that in mind for... Okay, we can trigger a die ability. Let's go duality for 2... Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I'm a fool. That's fine. I just went with the first one. I saw the 2, and I'm like, yes, that is how you do 2 damage. 4x, okay. Don't like that. Okay, we're good. It's fine. We do need to kill you now, though. Trigger 2 damage, please. Alright, are we gonna get it through this without dying to the hyper beam for 11? Yes, we're gonna be fine. Battle Trance, pick up the blood for blood. We're good. It's fine. This deck needs another, like card that generates, we need another power through type card. Holy water. Oh boy. Oh my. Okay. So this gives us... This doesn't give us miracle cards, sadly, but it gives us 2 miracles. We can't gain gold. Now, Snecko Eye. Yeah, now we're thinking. Snecko Eye doesn't do, you know, full Snecko things. You can't randomize costs very easily. But it does play with the dice. We get access to either draw 2 cards on 1 and 2, gain an extra click on 3 and 4, or days on 5 and 6. All of these are good things for us once we're in our movement. I don't hate offering. I know it's lose 1 HP is a lot higher, but like, we can gain that back with the Blood Vial and the Burning Blood, and this significantly makes the deck quicker. Bludgeon is Bludgeon. This is a card, by the way, so the power of Bludgeon, Vuln. Because Vuln doubles damage. Stuff like this is very powerful. I think for our deck in particular, we want to draw into all the powers and get them down as quick as possible, so offering is what we want. Snecko Eye versus Holy Water is basically the thought process here. Holy Water is like we can bug fix on turns where we have, where we need to either play out too much or like things aren't working out for, like, you know, that. Whereas Snecko is like, long term, like we can get some like, I think the Holy Water is a little more consistent. This one, funnily enough, the days on here is really funny because I don't really care too much on the 5, because the 5 I'm already getting duality plus loaded die plus incense burner, so I'm not like too big on that. It's the other stuff like draw 2 cards on a 1 and 2 that are pretty dang powerful for getting us movement faster. I'm gonna bug fix. Okay, we want to shop. We're gonna take this middle route to get us a shop. So we gotta... Oh, you son of a... Oh, god damn it. Well... Snecko Eye won't proc twice on 6, but the dice will allow us to proc something else on 6, and like we said with like this, you can pick anything with it. So if we got the loaded die, like if we had the Snecko Eye and rolled a 6, we get the loaded die, which would let us activate any other ability. Ooh! Can we fight the transient? So the way the transient works is similar. It doesn't. You don't have to keep the minus strength. You have to keep the block. So like whenever you deal damage, you gain that much block. Is how we function it. $99 HP. It makes things like carrying over block, calipers would be good here, you know, sort of stuff. But the big thing is that it makes it so we like a lot of the choices are definitely we want them this way so that they're easy to track in paper. I'm gonna not play the offering here. Yeah, barricade, calipers, all the good stuff. Okay, feel no pain. Oh, this looks kind of bad. That's a lot of damage. I don't have, Oh, wait. No, I'm invincible. Never mind. We're good. It's fine. Um... Oh, did this not... Oh, okay. It is at the beginning, like, I thought this was something that kept throughout the turn, but no, it looks like it's something that has to happen during. That's fine. We're invincible, so like it doesn't really matter. We're just taking 1 damage this turn anyway. Thank goodness. Yeah, 4 and 5 we get the 1 block. All right, and then so this turn we have 15 incoming. We need to not take that. So we're gonna power through. We're gonna offering. Oh, it pick. Oh, okay. They mean, like, if we don't pick anything, it picks this ability by default. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. There is a lot going on, and I haven't noticed all of that yet. So. All right, and then we're gonna gain this 2 back. 1 from blood and 1 from blood vial. We're not quite at kill the transient level stuff, but we are at like having max block, having 20. I didn't realize that. Oh, these are back? This is interesting. I thought we'd seen all the copies of Twin Strike and Iron Wave. Yeah, I'm like. The thing that's getting me here is that my brain is still on Slay the Spire video game, and all the board game stuff is like active actions you have to take, so anything that automates that is like, wait, that's weird, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know if we have all the unlocks. There wasn't like an unlock tracker on it, but like, it might be that we just don't have all the unlocks. Okay. Well, upon receiving attack damage, re-roll the die. That's probably fine. So we want to go evolve. We want to get play down Berserk. Do we want to attack you? We only have access to like 3 block. I think I'd rather just take the statuses and then like play defensive this turn. That's fine. The Ascension stuff might be linked to the unlocks. You're not getting me with that. Absolutely not. We're gonna take a point because we didn't have Feel No Pain up. But again, 2 points down is fine. That's an okay place for us to be. Crunch. Okay. So Battle Trance can draw us into our combo that deals damage, which is this. Like, if we need to deal real damage, we do have button. Yo! Distilled Chaos is play the top 3 cards, but like this does it in like a manner that draws them and plays them, which is a little funkier. Rupture, gain anger, put this on top of your draw pile. Warcry. Yeah, Warcry. Alright. Horn Cleat. When you rest, you can remove a card. You get this with the rest, by the way. That's an important piece of Peace Pipe. Dramatic Entrance. There's the AoE marker. This means it hits all enemies in a row and the boss. If you're fighting a boss, the boss is considered to be in all rows, so that all AoE damage is good against it. Might grab Finesse. Might remove a strike. Definitely removing a strike. Yeah. Rampage is a very different one. Speaking of. By the Finesse. And I think we'll save the rest of the no, let's spend. So innate can't exist, like in a sense of like, again, you're playing with a physical deck, and they don't want you to like shuffle and then have to search and put a thing on top. So instead, Dramatic Entrance has just a stronger effect on turn 1. It might exhaust in paper. I don't remember. I don't remember like the colorless cards we added like fairly late, so I'm not as familiar with all of them.
You want it?
Grab Horn Cleat.
It's yours, my friend. You want it?
I like gold. Oh god. Gain a relic, then lose a relic. Okay. This is a fun interface. I like this little circle. I think we're fine losing the Duvu doll. We don't have curses in our deck. Because of the power of strength, this can't just be like gain free strength for every curse in your deck. Because if you had like 3+3 strength at the start of a fight, that's ridiculous. Mana game, yeah. Oh boy. Alright, Spire Growth. This thing starts stunned? That scares me. Offering. Metallicize. Finesse. Battle Trance to draw the deck. And then we get to like go Dark Embrace. We're gonna spend you. Combust this. We're gonna dash and then put a thing on top. Then we're good. I could spend I could have spent this Vuln on a thing, but I want to spend the Vuln on like 2+3. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take 1. Bonk, bonk. Ooh, let's go Duality 2 damage. I think we can kill here. Yeah. So, yeah. Dazes have a pile they go into. This is an important distinction. Dazes get exhausted and such, but like you can't have infinite days. Again, one of the things about the Slay the Spire board games, you have to like think about limited cards. You don't have 150 dazes. You have 10. So it like anytime a daze is exhausted, it goes back to the pile of dazes. I'm good not adding. This is fine. All right. Fire, we're finally going to take the last key. Then we'll take our boss fight. You'll also notice this is a lot shorter, by the by. Because as you might tell here, like the map here is just smaller. And so the run has gone a lot faster. You can see that this map is just much smaller. Okay, we get to feel no pain. Finesse. No, when you acquire dazes, they go on top of deck. They always go, all dazes go on top of your deck. Yeah, like, so the downside of, the normal downside of power through is you are drawing 4, not 5 next turn, because you're always drawing this daze. It also makes the, yeah, Slimes and Burns are the same card in card space. There just isn't a fight that uses both. They either are Slimes because it's a slime fight, or they are Burns because it's a burn fight. But like, so the sentries that put a bunch of dazes, they put them on top of your deck all the time. So you're always drawing like 3. That's a good turn 1. Summon 4 knives. Oh my god, that's too many knives. We need... feed. Alright. So we get to go... Rampage... Rampage for 3 and then feed? I have Combust, so like I could just choose not to... There should be a way to trigger Combust on demand. Yeah, that's true. It is on... Alright, hold on. If I, like... right-click to activate. There we go. Okay. I have to right-click on the buff that is Combust. We found it. Okay. That gets us through what we need. Because now we can feed. Now we can... Rampage... Well, yeah, now we can Rampage. We can draw a card, and I can also power through. Yeah, I've just been using it as auto-procking because, I was trying to... Like, it just auto-goes at the end of the turn. We want to... Berserk. I want Seeing Red. And then we want to draw. And then we have Bash plus Blood. Sweet. Imagine how powerful normal Mercury Hourglass would be in this game. One other thing about the way that this game scales, if you take a look at some of the relics we have, some of these are relics that are not, like, always helping you, right? Like, the Horn Cleat is like, we gain a block, we gain this energy, but the Mercury Hourglass and Duality on the damage can be used on anything. And there's also a number of relics that, like, just have, like, passive effects that, like, aren't player specific. Think like the Winged Boots, right? The Winged Boots that lets you move on a different path. Having more players in the game means that there are another 10 relics for every player. Thus, there's a lot more power just sort of around. Inflame, huh? Ethereal card. Yeah, like one of the, like when we play, like Silent is really good at playing support because of the power of legwork. I think I'm gonna skip here. Maybe I'll take the Rage, actually. The power is obviously, strength is obviously cool. It's just like, what does Rampage go up to? Oh! In multiplayer, the run is over if any player dies. That is correct. So you want to play, you have to play like more offensively, defensively, like, you know, like helping out. Rampage exhausting cards is actually really nice because it gives us a way to trigger some more exhaust bits at the end of the game. I don't want to upgrade Finesse to not exhaust because that actually is a little more powerful if it does. We upgrade Berserk to be more damage. We could upgrade Fire Breathing to be more damage. We could upgrade Offering to see more cards. Let me go Rampage exhausted card. Alright. Attacks deal 1 additional damage to each player for each power they have. Ignore strength cap. Alright, I should probably, like, put on 2 block. Hell yes, combinatorics. Okay. So we want to go Offering first, Rage second, Iron Wave 3. Offering first, Rage second, Iron Wave 3. Power Wave. I think I'm gonna try firing at these so I can get the strength going. Hey, Gnome, thanks for the raid. Board game's going pretty well. We're at the Awakened one with a deck that has like 6 powers in it. So, you know, normal things. But yeah, welcome. We're playing Slay the Spire, the board game, the video game. You can see our numbers are very small. Okay. Hold on. I think we want to go Duality again for block. You died to Ishin? Oh, no! Okay. Metallicize is, like, neutral? So we have 12 damage incoming. All right. Blocked most of it. It's fine. Oh. Thank God we're invincible this turn. We probably need it. No, we can do enough damage. This is fine. We'll just keep rolling hard sixes. It's easy. Okay, we're gonna go... Bash. Rampage, get rid of this strike. Power through. All right. Now we were awakened. So we go trance, rage. I'm drawing my deck every turn. Bash. Rampage for 20. All right, half your life total. Go. I will never pay for my crimes. Battle trance, rage. Rampage for your life total. All right. Do you think we're gonna get a score? I guess it's time to place your bets. This is gonna be a really wacky score because, like, we're less floors, less bosses, less time. Time to put in your... Let's just see if we get it first. All right. Yeah. Time to place your bets. I see we've got somebody on the $1, Bob. If this were scoring for unlocking cards, which is what the points do, in the board game, your score is just number of acts you passed. So, like, you'll unlock, and, like, that lets you unlock, like, pack 1, pack 2, pack 3 cards. +1, yeah, you're right. You get +1 on it. So, like, you unlock 4, then you unlock 4, then you unlock 4, and then you get yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you put your bets in. I'll be right back. All right. Let's hit the button, shall we? 616. That's a heck of a number for us here. What the heck's our closest bets? 700s, 900s. It looks like... Abanus, do you just have this one on 500? My years would have been 600, but you typed 3 committed. No. Oh no. And yeah, I even see you said yeah 3,600. Oh no. Well, 500 wins the day. Congratulations, Abanus, for your victory. Let's go fight the heart. The heart's kind of nifty. There's just a board that is the heart. Let's go ahead and upgrade. No, I think it's vanilla points. It's just like much lower because, you know, there's... Yeah, like there's less rounds, there's less cards, there's less fights, there's less elites. I'm gonna believe in power through. This card has been holding us together the whole time.
You want it? Bombs?
End of combat, gain 1 gold. +1 to any player, The bomb. At the end of 3 turns, deal 10. We can buy an apparition. We can buy a shockwave. Pommel strike might be fine. We can do a card removal. That's actually like, again. Card removal and maybe a pommel strike to like replace that and be like a real card to have. I don't hate it. I can also just buy Entropic Brew. Sure.
Yours, my friend.
Hmm. Invincible 50. Beat of Death is just 1 damage. End of turn. They're just not here. Goodbye. Alright, let's... Yeah, Beat of Death, the thing is that Beat of Death is going to get more powerful, and, like, that is your inevitability. 1, then 2, like, because taking, you know, 4 Beat of Death or whatever is a pretty hefty hits. And Invincible, yeah, Invincible has some extra text in here. Immune to weak. We still have a war cry. I'll put the defend back on top. Strength, flex potion, energy potion, and okay. We just didn't have a sword and spear and shield friend. I've only done the heart like, I think we've only done the heart 1 time playing through because like unlocking the ascension. I think you have to be on like Ascension 4 to do the heart. Or Ascension 3, like the heart doesn't show up until like a little later after you've played the game a few times, so I'm not as familiar with the Act 4 in the board game. Okay, we're gonna go Seeing Red, and then I'm gonna go... Bash... Rampage... Bop. Spear and Shield might be higher Ascension only. Ah, that could be it. Ten incoming, okay. Hey, buddy. Here for my ass. Shield and Spear are Ascension 11 in there. Okay. Feel no pain. Rage. Power through. By the way, we're Vuln, just as a, you know. Oh, right. Invincible is like a full stop on 50. It's not in one turn. We have to break it and then go to phase 2. This is fine. Blah. Oh, I don't have Evolve yet? No, I don't have Evolve yet. Oh, God. Get out of here. This is fine. So Heartbeat. Bonk, bonk, bonk. All right. I'm going to trigger... Deal 2 damage. We're going to go get Combust up. Battle Trance. And I think we're gonna do... Keep that slime in here for now. I think it's gonna get its second cube right here. Like, this is gonna be cube 2 for the Heartbeat, and then it'll lose the Beat of Death. I wanna go... Rampage... the Defend, and put Power Through on top of the deck. I might have wanted to put the Bash on there, but, like, it's fine. Alright, Invincible wears off, but now we're, you know... We're in a place. Let's go Battle Trance. Draw the deck. Rage for all the block. And then I want to go Bash. Plus Rampage, exhaust the Defend. Yeah, that's half your health. And we have 9 block, just enough. Even better. Bonk. 4x3. Oh, I love this is like, it's my entire health pool. And then we're gonna battle trance. This lets me rage again. We're gonna bash. And then we're gonna just go ahead and rampage for slime. Bonk. And that's heart. Okay. That took, we got a fun deck going with all the exhaust synergy stuff. And getting to the point where our deck was just, its turn order is all weak vuln, days 5 for its knockout. Okay. A lot of the, basically, assume every boss from like Act 2 on is all hitting with all attacks. Alright. I would love an alt art ending with the little minifig. Ah! I wanted the minifig going up the stairs. Love to see how all classes work with this mod. Yeah, like, again, part of this mod is that the board game play has a very different, like cards are different. Cards are not what they normally are. Wow, this is our Oh, because the acts aren't normal act 1, 2, 3. Because the map is, the map is different. We're not in like but yeah. So like just looking at the compendium here. Like cards are just different. Cards do different things than you would expect. Some of them are exactly the same. Hi. But some of them have to be very different. Physical copy of the Kuga mod for the board game. That's fun. What are the curses like? We had one curse in our deck. We had, Parasite in our deck. But, like, you still have a lot of, like, the curses that you might expect. Doubt is the same. But, like, you don't have things like regret hitting you for 1,000,000. How do defect orbs work? Basically how you want them to, though you can evoke any orb. When you play your 4th orb, you can evoke whatever. Like, you can just kind of, like, evoke orbs. Lightning is 1 damage, 2. Block is 1 block, 2. And dark is based on your powers, actually. When evoked, deal damage based on how many powers you have. They took, how Defect has a power theme in Slay the Spire? There's a lot more with it in this that like plays into the like force field here. You get 3 orbs unless you do something about that. The other class that is shifted is Watcher. Wrath is just at end of turn, take 1 damage plus 1 strength effectively. Because let's be real, if it was double, that's not a balance. This is one I think I will definitely return to try out, like, see how the Silent plays. Like this one, Dodge and Roll is one of my favorite cards in the Silent because it lets you split block really, really powerfully. And so, like, if you have a, footwork for this, which gives +1 to all your block, so all of a sudden your dodge and roll is 1/1 or 2/2 or 2/2/2. Poison is much smaller because you have like much lower numbers, but you can still get up to pretty big, you know, poison numbers. Yeah, the orbs on this card, there are literal cube slots for the different cube. Okay, your orbs are cubes. They're physically cubes. Your orbs are represented by cubes. That's what your orbs are. Your orb is cube. Orb is cube. That's the important thing about orb. It's cube. So, anyway, yeah, this is definitely one I'll like. If we want to do like a short bit, this is a fun. This one went a lot faster. We finished in under two, like in 1.5, and that was with me doing like a pretty good amount of like explanatory stuff because there's a lot. Here's the minifig I was talking about. I was hoping that the minifig would show up on the Orbis Cube. Orbis Cube. Orbis Cube. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. That's our nice and quick run through. Glad that played well. There are, like, it's a different game. The multiplayer, the board game, it's a fun game. I love the multiplayer element of it. And I love the, like, you know, familiarity, but, like, things are still a little different. Like, if you know how to play Slay the Spire, you know, like, 80% of how the board game works. Slime and cube, and slime is orb, so orb is cube, yes. It is a lot more brutal. We were gaining 2 health every fight, and you saw that, like, we needed it in a lot of fights. So, anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had a fun time with this. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, see when I go live. You can subscribe. Thank you to those who did, and thank you, Gnome, for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. If you want to catch more, 7 Central on weekdays is the normal stream time. Battle Network 6 will be 2 o'clock Central on Sunday. That'll be starting on Sunday. And all the other normal bits. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.